Off another edition of Adventures with Andy. This time we're staying in the studio because we know whenever Andy joins us, it's always an adventure.
That's right. Andy, what do you have for us today?
As soon as I understood that June is lemon month, I started those wheels spinning, and I got an idea what we're going to do here. But I thought it'd be interesting just to find out about lemons, because the growing season is great. It's already in Italy along the coastline. Some of these lemons now they grow are just gigantic, and we use lemons for everything now. Lemon zest, and actually looking at it culinary, it's just starting with the things we can do for it. So I want to tell you, lemons first go back to about 2,500 years ago. And initially, they're really good with the proteins. They were really strong for super proteins. There's over 100 varieties, and in the U.S. we have over 200 cultivars, so we can get all sorts of lemons to grow here. So the history is about 2,500 years ago, they believe that it came from India, and then went and made its way into Italy by 200 AD, then got distributed through Europe at about 1150 AD, and really didn't come over into our country until Christopher Columbus. He brought seeds with him.
Interesting.
And they were planted in the Hispaniolas. So at first, these were all ornamental. The plant was an ornament. Everybody had that. It lasted a long time. You can make it on wreaths, kind of way, way back when.
Okay.
And then the culinary use began in the 10th century. And as I mentioned, Christopher Columbus brought seeds to America, and then that kind of spread in itself as well. Now, modern day use of lemons is great. Obviously, we use it for lemon oil, lemon juice, lemon food. And this was a protection against scurvy, which is not getting enough vitamin C. And during the gold rush years, the miners would be below ground, they didn't get sunshine, they had scurvy, so they actually planted lemon trees in California so they could have lemons, so they would stay healthy. That's why California has such a large variety of lemon trees, and they grow in that hot locations as well. So now we use lemons for a lot of things, for baking, right? Everybody puts a slice of lemon in water, except me. I'm not big
just
on
telling
that.
us, he's like,
And we get a lot of varieties, and watch all these cooking shows, they use lemon zest for everything. But one thing that you can make with this is limoncello. Which is a liqueur, but just like using vanilla in your, that's alcohol, that's a liqueur too. And that's how the alcohol makes this last long, right? So if you want to use it for a longer period of time. So it's easy to make, and since lemons are around, you guys put a glove on because you're gonna transfer these lemons. What I did is I peeled about 8 to 10 lemons, and then you take the zest, and I want you to put it, you guys can help put it right in there. So we're gonna work off of the zest. You can use this lemon now for 1,000 other things if you want to take it apart. And you could even put a few pieces in there too as well. But we're taking the maximum amount of oils off of these peels.
all of these, Andy?
Everything goes in, all right? So now what we follow up with is vodka. So in general, it's about 1 full bottle. What we want to do is get these lemon peels soaking in this vodka. All right, so we got that in there pretty good. And what we're going to do is now cover this up, and we want to let it last for about 4 days, 7 days. And then you're going to add water and sugar. So it's 3 cups of water, 2 cups of sugar. Make sure it's mixed, maybe heat it so that it becomes a mixture. You pour it in then after that, and wait another week, and then you end up with limoncello.
You made it?
So this is, I made this a while ago. So I want you guys to taste this. First of all, smell it.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Now it is very, very high in sugar, obviously. So just a little sip. But obviously this is now going to be used, you could use it in when you're making cupcakes or other things. The alcohol will bake off. Once you make it, put it in the refrigerator so that you can use it. And then what we could do is give them as gifts. Get those covered, put it in there, give away your limoncello. And this will be done. This will be done in 2 weeks. And then we'll strain off the lemons. And then have all the limoncello, which is L-I-M-O-N. Limon, that's how it is in Italy.
All right, well, thank you, Andy. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
I'm trying it.
And
oh, that's good. That is so good.